Hello, everyone. Today we have come together to talk about Chapter 7 of Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. And today we're going to be talking about visualization and meditation. And I'm joined today with my friend here.
Oh, here I am, Larry Markson. Welcome, everyone. And these are two very important topics. We started off of the four important things to do to change your mindset. One was affirmations. We did that in one chapter. And then last time we did goaling. And today will be a combination of meditation and visualization. I think, Mary, we should start with meditation first. So
Yes.
what I'm saying is, the minute I tell anyone that I do some meditation, right, they look at me like I'm weird, like I'm some yogi maharishi or I'm a yoga instructor. And that's not what it is at all. So why don't we start explaining it to the people in the audience?
Well, meditation is not necessarily your religion. So we need to separate that because some people that are really strong in their faith get to thinking that meditation is something to do with that. And it really doesn't. For some, it can be very spiritual, but it is actually the process of quieting that mind down so that you can let go of some of this negativity, let go of some of these things that are not serving you well, and open your mind and prepare your mind to fill it with the good that's going to move you forward. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of those ways to get into meditation if it's brand new to you, and a little bit more about how you can get started.
I think meditation for me allowed me to gain the freedom from stress and anxiety and worry and the chatter of my left brain always screaming to get my attention. And so when I first was taking seminars, while I was giving seminars, but doing seminars, and I went and studied with Deepak Chopra, I went to his meditation things. And in the beginning, I'm too left brain, but I did it. They asked me to do it, and I had a hard time quieting. So the goal, Deepak says, the goal here is not to teach you anything, it's to show you how to relax and unwind, and if you can do it. And now it's a habit for me. I do it daily. I do it sometimes in 5 minutes, many times in 20 minutes. And so I don't go to sleep with all that stuff of the day running around in my mind. So it's a great relaxation technique so you can experience relaxation and you sleep better. But so meditation, just don't use the word if it bothers you, is how do I quiet my brain and how do I prepare myself for better thoughts for my success, health, and happiness?
You know, everybody out there right now is looking for ways to make their body healthier and stronger, especially with all the times of everything that we're facing out there every time we walk out of our house. Meditation is also a way to help improve the host, improve your body's overall health. Stress is, you hear that every time you go to any doctor of any discipline. Well, it's stress. Stress is part of this. If you could control your stress, reduce your stress. Well, we're giving you a tool that will definitely do that to remove some of the stress that you have built up mentally that is creating some physical barriers possibly, but it's going to allow your body to move into more of a safer healing environment if we can get this meditation on a regular basis.
So if the word meditation bothers you, just replace it, what I did, with quiet time. So I do it, let's say, at night before I go to sleep, and sometimes I catch myself little short ones during the day. It's just, you can do it lying down, you can do it sitting, there's no right way. If I'm sitting in a chair now, I just took my thumb and four fingers together, and my feet on the ground for earth, and just relax my arms. And you start by inhaling through the nose and exhaling through your mouth, some deep breaths. Do that 3 or 4 times just to signal your body that it's my intent to calm down and get rid of the noise from the outside. So if you do that, or I use another way, I just put on some very soft music. I'm not talking about acid rock or, just very soft, mellowing music, and just sit there and your body will get the message with your eyes closed, right? To get the message to calm it down. So that's what I do.
Yes, exactly. I do something very similar. I do use music a lot of times. You can also get guided meditations on your phone. There's several apps for that as well that are really good. Larry even shared with us one time a CD were literally just had music that played, and we listened to that during that time and just focused on the words and the chants of the song that was designated to help us get into that meditative state, to quiet our minds and get quiet. And it may be challenging in the beginning for some of you. You'll find yourself wanting to wander off, or you start thinking about what you have to run to the store to get as far as your groceries, or I've got to go pay this bill. Just catch yourself and stop that and go, that can wait. Just remove. I'm going to focus on the quiet time, allowing my body to just stop for a moment.
When I was at the Chopra Center, they had us sitting in chairs like we're doing right now, and just close your eyes and just see if you can take deep breaths, but don't be distracted by outside noise, a bird or an automobile or something. And I couldn't keep my mind quiet for more than 10 seconds. And by the end of the week, I could do it almost for an hour. And if I was disturbed, I just went back and started again. So the object is to be calm. I can tell you, though, when I had cancer 14, 15 years ago, I flew out to Phoenix, Arizona for a woman named Sharon Pinchina, and she took a big microphone, put me in a big leather chair, laid me back, and she was a hypnotherapist, but not, bark like a dog type of thing, but therapy for people. And she was talking into a microphone. I had these big headsets on, and just to relax me. And she took me through a process, and she calmed me down and taught me breathing. And then, I said, well, I can't be hypnotized. People have tried. She said, okay. When it was all over, she said, how long do you think that I was talking to you? I said, probably about 10 minutes. It was 2 hours. And she recorded it on a tape that I could use for visualizing my tissue cells getting better when I had cancer, the relaxation, the lack of fear of what could happen to me, and all of those things. So let's start today. And by the way, there is no right or wrong way, no good or bad way. We're saying calm it down so you can get the dissatisfaction out of your life. You could become aware of who you are. So let's say you're doing that, and you're taking your deep breaths, and your eyes are closed, and you're relaxing, and then you want to put in peaceful thoughts in your mind. The music helps you do it. And what I do, I don't know if you do that, Mary, but I've taught this many times. There is an instrument for those of you that doesn't know what to do. It's called Brain Tap. If you want information on my telephone numbers, I can tell you about it. But at the bottom it says Brain Tap lets you reach deeper meditative states without years of disciplined practice, leading to mental clarity and intuition. It enhances sleep so you can wake and feeling rejuvenated and energized. It reduces stress, worry, and irritability while supporting emotional stability and mental harmony by achieving the right mindset you can. So that's what I do. So this is what it is, and I'm not selling you anything. I'm telling you what I do, because it fit my brain. So it's a headset, you put it on, and this drops down. Okay, so the headset, you plug into your phone, you get an app, and it can give you all kinds of different meditations. So all you have to do is relax and listen. That's what I did. The light thing, there's flashing lights in your eyes. You can see it under your eyelid because it's using every part of your brain. And sometimes it's binaural, which two voices are talking to you at once, so you're not listening to one person. But there's 100 different programs. So it's called Brain Tap. You can go on braintap.com. Call me for the information. I know the head salesperson personally. I'd be happy to do that. So, Mary, why don't we start? What do you think they should do to take the first step?
Well, definitely for those that really want to jump all in and get the best guided experience, Brain Tap is definitely the way to go. I've used that for years. There's several different types of meditations that can even get specific for healing stress, etc. So it's a really full jump in, great way to really get started, to make a huge impact. If you're just unsure, at least just download an meditation app on your phone. Louise Hayes has some good ones. Silva Method has some good ones. So at least start there. The bare minimum is get some quiet time. But if you've never done it, that's going to be difficult for you. So using these tools that we're suggesting, it's not, again, not for sales. It's because we have seen this work time and time again for those that it becomes challenging for. We have to find a way to clear out your mind so we can put the good stuff in there And the reason being is because your thoughts become your reality. So if you are thinking and focusing and running 90,000 miles an hour on a stressed out brain, then you're going to have challenges moving forward. So this is a very you cannot skip this part. You need to slow yourself down so we can put in the good stuff.
So as we, you and I are communicating now, Mary, on Zoom and with our audience, our brain cycles are right now at 14 to 21 brain cycles per second. So I learned that. I didn't know that. The object is to slow it down to 7 to 14, so you go from beta to alpha level,
Yes.
which is the dream state, not sleeping yet. But so if you could be peaceful, think of this. You get yourself in a peaceful thought, you calm down, you're listening to music, you're using BrainTap or whatever way you're doing it, or a guided meditation, as Mary suggested. There's plenty of apps on YouTube and things like that for it. And you get calm, and then you start to dream. So you're locking out your left brain that tells you what you can't do and remembers all your problems, and you dream. I dream of being healthy. I see myself healthy. I see myself happy again. I tell myself I'm happy. I create in my dream the person that I want to be, not what's not happening, be what is possible to happen. So
Yes,
it's a dream
exactly.
state. So if you can get to that state, and I do that just before I go to sleep, and then when I go to sleep, I'm going to sleep with positive thoughts, clarity, awareness, and all of that, all of those issues. And so we're talking about 5 minutes a day, right? Or 20 minutes a day. I do the 22 minutes on the BrainTap. That's 22 minutes each time, but it's worth it. And I've even closed my eyes and taken a couple of deep breaths at a red light. You know, don't fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to keep the stress level down. Otherwise, you're fighting yourself. And the object, so meditation is a way of you stepping back, relaxing, and giving you some space. It's like pouring water out of a glass. You have more room to put more water back in. Take down the stress, get rid of the problems. There is a solution to every problem. And one way or the other, for everything that's going to happen to your life, good or bad, you're going to have to handle it. You may not like it, but you're going to have to handle it. So in my meditation, I see the good. I don't like to go in this direction because sometimes I'm scared, but I'm more in touch with universal law, the way things are supposed to be.
Exactly. And then it's an easy step to come from meditation. If you've prepared yourself, opened up your mind, cleared out the clutter, so to speak, then we can talk about visualization. So visualization, we talked a little bit about it with meditation, opening up your mind, seeing the good. Visualization is getting extremely detailed in what is that good. It's basically creating a movie with you in it. We're going to put you as the lead role, and you're going to create this movie of what you want your life to be, how you want a certain situation to be, whether it's your business, your personal life, all of it comes into play. If you can create that movie in vivid detail that you can close your eyes and see it playing in full color, full sound, you know, hear it, see it, smell it. If you can get that visual, it's going to come. And so that's what the visualization practice talks about.
So you remember that the mind thinks in pictures, not words. If I say a word to you, the word strike, S-T-R-I-K-E, some think it's baseball, people think it's a labor negotiation or bowling or a lightning strike. We interpret it based upon who we are. When I heard the word strike, I said, oh, my father, who was a union electrician, going, oh, he's out on strike again, he's going to be home. So so this is not about words, this is about dreams. Now, visualization is a picture. So you can see athletes close their eyes. I know Jason Day is a professional golfer. You can see him close his eyes before he approaches the ball. He wants to visualize hitting the ball in a certain way, right to left, low to high, wherever it happens to be. So you're talking about a movie. If you can put yourself in a movie of here's Larry, and close my eyes, and here's Larry in his office or in a social event, having a good time, feeling good, saying the right things, having the right results, having the success, to picture it. So Mary, if you were the person, let's say, And I was a director of this movie of you in your life. And I said to you, Mary, you're going to play this sweet, wonderful, terrific person by personality who's kind and brave and helps other people get the same way. Can you play that part? So you study the scripts that the director writes and you act it out and you play that part. And all of a sudden, it's a good performance. You win an Academy Award. Or the next one, I called you and I said, you did such a good job. I'd like you to work with me on my second movie. Could you be a serial killer? Could you act the part? Could you act angry, not loving, angry now? And eventually, that's what actors and actors do. So I'm saying act the part of the person you want to become, but close your eyes and visualize it in a movie.
Yes, exactly. So you get to play that favorite part. So if it is characteristics that you don't feel you own right now, this is the process that is going to help you own that. You get to act as if. You get to play it out in your visualization. So maybe you look at yourself and you don't think you're a competent person, and your business maybe requires that to a certain degree, and so that's very stressful for you. So how can we help you become that competent person? Meditation, clear out the negativity, all the things you say that I can't do, clear all that out, open your mind. Now in your movie, you're going to play yourself in that role as the very competent, strong, shoulders squared back, your chin's up, and you're smiling and you're confident, and you feel that energy. If you do that every day prior to walking into your business, you will become that person, because really you are that person. We just have to tell your brain you are.
So I want to give you a little hint. So if I close my eyes and I haven't meditated, just for visualization, I picture a rectangular 65-inch screen up in front of me, but up a little bit. So if you could take your eyes and under your eyelids, just raise them up a little bit like that, because if they're straight 90 degrees, you're in your left brain. When you raise your eyes, you go to your right brain, which is the brain of creation. So I have this screen out here about 6 feet away from me, and I'm playing the part. I'm having a good golf game. It's a wonderful party. I'm hugging my grandchildren. Whatever it is, I'm playing the part, and my eyes are up. And that, by the way, this doesn't take 10 or 15 minutes. You could do it repeatedly throughout the day. All good pictures. Remember, you must. So when I was sick, I was taught by that woman with the microphone, Sharon, to picture my cells, my cancer cells exploding, going away. Or if you're too thin and you're sick and you picture yourself healthy again and vibrant with a good look in your face. It's all about pictures. So visualization is picturing the end result that you want to become.
Exactly. And the repetition of doing this is very important too. And it will become easier, both processes, whether we're talking meditation or visualization. The repetition, dedicate some time to this every day, and the practice will become literally faster and easier for you to get to that place. You'll be able to just start your movie right off after a short period of time. But dedicate that time, play that movie. If you catch yourself going in a negative direction, stop, reroute, start again, restart your movie, and be the character you want it to be.
So I'm actually going to let you talk, and I'm going to leave for a second to get something I want the audience to see.
Perfect.
I should have thought about it.
Perfect.
So you're on.
All right, perfect. So on visualization, how can we do this? So if you need a quiet place to do this, and maybe home is not the case, when I first started visualization, I literally did it in my car before I went into my office. So I would pull up to my clinic, turn the car off, close my eyes, go through my visualization, and picture how my day was going to be. 30 seconds, get out of the car and walk in. So it doesn't have to happen at your home if you don't have a quiet place in the morning. Do it in your car right before you walk into your place of business. That's awesome.
Okay, so I have what I wanted. Thank you. And I should have been prepared. I just thought about it. I have a picture because I get dressed in a closet. It's a walk-in closet. That's where my thing is, and I have all my clothes. So I get dressed here, but I have a cabinet, and on it I have a few things, one of which is a picture in a frame that I'm going to show you. I want you to take the best picture of you that you've ever had in your life in recent years, when you were happy, when you were thrilled, when you were vibrant, when you were just the best look, when you say, wow, that was a great picture of me. And funny. So here's one that was taken of me some years ago by a wedding. My brother-in-law is behind me. Look at my face. That doesn't look unhappy. So he's kissing me, but I can't say this properly. His finger is in a place that it should not be. And I'm struggling to get away from him. And the more I struggle, the more he's pushing. And this was at a wedding. You can see the funny hat we had to wear and the light. So I have that on my dresser. And the reason is because that's what I want to be. At that time, there was no problems in my life. I wasn't thinking about health or paying my bills. There was nothing but joy and laughter and screaming. So I keep this as my picture. When I see this in the morning, it says to me, Larry, that's the kind of day that you want to have. It's a visualization. I'm looking at a picture. Visualization is picturing yourself.
Exactly.
So I think that's, so if you have any questions about any of this, we put our telephone numbers. I've received some calls that Mary does. Just call us if you want to. You know, we're not selling anything. Our goal here is to help you enjoy a healthier, happier, and more prosperous life. So
Exactly.
thank you for
Please
listening.
reach out.
Thank you for listening. I think next week is chapter 8. I'm not giving you a title because we always change it anyway. Looking forward to seeing you. You can change your mind, change your life on YouTube. Our channel, you can get all the past chapters, or we launch it on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Have a happy, healthy week. Stay well, stay safe.
All right. See you soon.